You know that feeling, right? You finally sit down, you're trying to find just a little bit of quiet, and suddenly your own mind is the loudest, busiest place on the planet. It's this nonstop chatter, the to-do lists, that inner critic that just never seems to take a break. It's something we all deal with, and honestly, it's where our whole conversation today really gets started. And this, right here, this is the real kicker. It's not even the thoughts themselves that are the problem. It's our reaction to them. A random thought pops into your head, and then you immediately judge yourself for having that thought. And boom, just like that, you're caught in this downward spiral of self-criticism. It is absolutely exhausting. But what if there was a tool, something you literally have with you at all times, that could help you step right out of that spiral? Well, that's breathwork. It's this simple but honestly profound idea of using your breath on purpose to change how you feel, not just in your head, but emotionally and even physically too. I want you to think of it like this. Imagine there's this beautiful, peaceful mountain summit you want to get to. Today, we're going to look at two totally different hiking trails that both lead to that exact same stunning view. One's a really gentle, winding path. The other, it's a steep, intense climb. The thing is, they both get you there. So, here's our map for the journey. We're going to start with that gentle, contemplative path. And then we'll check out the intense physiological path. After that, we'll see how they both lead to the same summit. And then, most importantly, we'll talk about how to start your journey. All right, let's head down this first trail, the gentle path. The whole idea here isn't about forcing your mind to shut up. No, it's about learning this really beautiful art of the gentle return, doing it over and over again, and, this is the key part, with a ton of compassion for yourself. So what in the world does the number 96 have to do with any of this? Well, it comes from this incredible story about a nun who was practicing contemplative prayer. She sat in silence, and when she was done, she went to her teacher feeling like a complete failure. She confessed that her mind had wandered 96 times. And this was her teacher's response. Just think about that. He completely flipped the script on her. The point wasn't to have a perfectly empty mind. The real practice, the real win, was in the act of returning. Every single one of those 96 distractions was actually a chance to gently, lovingly come back home.
This is so important for this gentle path. I mean, you wouldn't walk into a gym for the very first time and try to bench press 500 pounds, right? Of course not. It's the exact same idea here. You're building a kind of spiritual muscle, and that grows through small, consistent efforts, not through one big, intense push. And if you're thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but how do I actually start? Here's a super practical plan. Just look at this. You can start with 3 minutes a day. That's it. Just noticing your thoughts. And from there, you gently build up over 4 weeks. It's so accessible. It's something you can actually stick with.
Okay, time to switch gears completely. Let's go hike that other trail. This one is, well, it's a very different vibe. The intense path is all about using deliberate, powerful action to physically shift your state of being and literally forge a sense of deep calm.
Now, before we even get into the how-to, we have to talk safety. This is non-negotiable. Because this technique has such a direct and powerful effect on your body, you absolutely have to follow these rules. Practice in a safe spot, sitting or lying down, and always listen to your body.
So here's the basic rhythm of the method. It's a cycle, right? You start with these really powerful breaths that energize everything. Then you have this breath hold, which creates this incredible stillness. And that's followed by a recovery breath that just resets the whole system. You usually do that whole cycle about 3 or 4 times.
So the really cool part is that this isn't just some mental trick. You're actively changing your body's chemistry. All that deep breathing makes your blood more alkaline and kicks on a little bit of adrenaline. But then, the breath hold and recovery trigger what's called a parasympathetic rebound. It's like this amazing wave of deep relaxation that just washes over your entire nervous system.
Okay, so now let's stand back and look at how these two ridiculously different approaches, one about gentle allowing, the other about intense doing, can somehow lead you to the exact same place of inner clarity and peace.
This breaks it down so perfectly. You can see the core difference in philosophy. The gentle path is all about the gentle return. You're training your focus with compassion. The intense path, that's about a physiological reset. You're creating calm from the body upward. One is about allowing peace to show up. The other is about actively creating the conditions for it.
And this is the magic of it all. Even though the trails are so different, the destination can feel remarkably similar. This beautiful description of the mind going from a dusty cabin to a palace of golden light captures it perfectly. Whether you get there gently or intensely, this incredible sense of renewal, of your mind feeling cleansed and bright, that's the shared prize at the top.
So we've looked at the map, we've seen the 2 trails that lead up to that beautiful summit. The only question left is, which one do you want to take first?
So how do you pick? Well, the gentle path might be perfect for you if you're really looking for that quiet contemplation and you want to build a slow, compassionate habit. On the other hand, if you're drawn to something more structured, something with immediate physical feedback you can feel, then the intense path might be a fantastic place to start. And hey, there's no wrong answer here. Because really, at the end of the day, this isn't about picking one path for the rest of your life. It's just about taking that first step. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. Forget about doing it right. Forget about performance. What if you just gave yourself the next 5 minutes of stillness, not as another task to check off, but as a genuine gift? What do you think you might discover?